to Who the Are Fireheart Digital anyway? It's Friday. I'm so excited. So we've decided that we're going to do a 1 o'clock podcast, obviously, while talking about balancing brands and the reality of actually marketing something. So how do you build a brand while also trying to speak to the people who need to hear what you're all about? We've also got a friend on the podcast today, which we're very, very excited about. And so without further ado, I'm going to let him introduce himself. Over to you.
Thanks, Steph. Hello. Excited to be here. My name's Ian Cox. I'm the Centre Director for Golden Square Shopping Centre in Warrington. And I've worked with these two guys for quite a while now.
I'm so excited that you're here.
I'm not entirely sure how you get to mix wine, a clock, and branding and marketing.
Oh, well.
And Guinness.
Yay!
But we'll give it a go.
We're definitely going to give it a go because that's, I think, well, we decided we're recording on a Friday and we wanted to make sure that you wanted to come. And so to do that, we needed to bribe you with Guinness.
And my own special glass as well. My own branded glass. Thank you, girls.
You're very welcome.
So excited.
But obviously we wanted to talk about something that is, that you are very much an expert in. And also to kind of pick your brain about kind of branding and marketing in general. And essentially the kind of work that we do together. Because I think well, actually, you can tell people, I've talked about this on the podcast before, very, very briefly, but your background and where you've come from, because you've got an absolutely stellar background in marketing.
I wouldn't go that far, but
I would.
I'm old now. So I think what that means is I've been around the block. Is that what you're saying?
No.
So as much as I am a centre director, so I run a shopping centre as such, and everything that's involved in that, from security and cleaner, and the biggest part of my job now is probably leasing, which is tough. Tough environment, retail at the moment. And I think marketing in particular is more important than ever before. I would say that because I've got a marketing background. But I think, and I don't think you'll mind me saying this, I think it's one of those things that is quite often first cut when there's budget restraints.
All the time.
Which, as a big marketing fan, is really annoying because quite often those budget cuts come from owners or funds who run places who are sat, away, outside of that bubble.
That's it,
and
isn't it?
they just look at the bottom line.
Yeah.
I think, right, there's an expense we can do without. I can see from the nods that it's a big frustration of yours.
Well, it is though, because it's the thing is, who are you talking to? If you're not doing marketing and you haven't got an open direct line with the people that you want to either buy your services or visit your centre, how are you speaking to them if you've not got marketing in place, if you've cut that budget?
It's a very simple argument that,
I know, it's obviously more complicated than that, but it is
actually,
fundamentally.
and we'll probably get into this, I'm a very simple man.
You said that.
Yeah.
I didn't say that.
But when it comes to everything, I think the simpler the better. And if you're opening a new business, a new shop, launching a new product, then telling people that you're doing it
really
is the most important thing. Because otherwise, how are you going to sell it?
Who knows?
Yeah, exactly.
Who knows about it if you've not told anyone?
Sorry.
No, go on.
If we go back to when we started working with you, the reason why we kind of was lockdown.
Yeah.
And a lot of the businesses that we continue to work with were the ones that survived lockdown because they continue to do marketing.
Yeah.
We did have to tell people how to walk around the Golden Square. Literally, you go through this door and you turn
follow
left.
the arrows.
And be careful, and you can't sit down and all that. Yeah. So that's how we all started. And if we hadn't had that and we didn't have the social media...
I'm guessing we're going to talk about the Nan Test later as well, aren't we? We've got to talk about the Nan Test.
Come on, we'll start that now. Go
I haven't
on.
No, you asked me about my background.
Right, go on. Oh my God, you've not actually done that
Tell
yet.
us about when
Tell
you
us about your
started.
background.
So look, I've got a background in marketing.
Yes.
My first ever job was putting jam in jammy donuts. Have I told you that before?
No. Please tell me that.
So, brilliant job. Only lasted 3 weeks. Might have even been 2. So I got a job in a bakery.
Okay.
At the back of a cake shop by where we used to live.
Yeah.
I was 14, I think. Asked for a job. They said, actually, we've got one in the bakery. Turned up, I think it was 4:30, 5 o'clock on my first shift on a Saturday. It was never going to last. But the first job I got was they gave me a tray of donuts.
Yeah.
And basically, it looked like, like one of those things off Roads Under where they blow the dynamite up.
Yeah, like a...
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
I
it was
know what
like
you
a
mean.
vat, like that. And you stuck a donut on either end. You press the button, the jam pops up. Oh, straight away I thought, right, I'm going to be a double plunger.
God.
So we ran out of jam quite quickly. And anyone who got one of my donuts that day definitely went all over them. The next week, they stuck me on deliveries, which I was too skinny and everything to carry the big bread trays. And that was it. I was done. I wasn't getting up at 4 o'clock. So then I ended up working for Iceland as a Saturday lad. Yeah. And that's where my whole career began. So I stayed with Iceland all the way through A-levels and university. And it's still a long story there, so I won't go into it. But anyway, ended up working in the marketing department for Iceland, part of the team on the That's Why Mums Go to Iceland campaign and all of that malarkey, which was great.
Yep.
I wasn't responsible for Kerry Katona coming in, if that was going to be your next question. Cracking Warrington girl.
Yes.
And
Were you in Warrington at that time?
No, I wasn't in Warrington at that time. And I'm old, but, you know. And then went on to work for Shop Direct, who was a home shopping company based in the Arndale in Manchester. And that was like, do you remember like Little Woods and K's and all that malarkey? So helped with all of that and home shopping. So that's when I got a bit of a grounding on the online side of the business. And they had discount shops and all that, so I did all the marketing for them. And then I was brought into Golden Square as marketing manager to launch the new centre, as it was back then, which was great. Such a big campaign, and we had loads of money back then. It was like in the heyday.
Oh, we wish.
It was the heyday.
Breaks my heart.
I could do what I wanted.
literally could.
Yeah, the heyday of retail.
Yeah.
You know, this big shiny new shopping centre. And
It's still a great centre, but I remember it reopening and it just being like,
see, I gave you that feeling with
I
my
know you
marketing
did.
campaign.
You did, yeah.
So I've done all sorts of marketing, but all predominantly around retail. So that's my bag.
Yeah. Very, very cool. What were you going to ask before we actually let him finish his thought on introducing
It was about
himself?
2 minutes ago.
I have no idea now.
Zoom
I'm
in on that
lost.
face.
I'm
totally
lost.
blank.
I'm like, I'm lost.
Oh, the Nan effect. So,
I'm lost
very
on donuts
briefly, you introduced the Nan effect.
So this was in my Iceland days. This.
Yeah.
So we were looking at our core customer. Wasn't quite me nan, but it was mums and families and everyone else. The guys in the marketing team there were coming up with some fabulous marketing campaigns, really clever, really from a graphic design point of view, you know, superb. Some of the guys I worked with, I'm still mates with actually, so I'll have to be careful what I say.
We can bleep out any names later. We'll get producer else.
It's all right. Nige knows who I'm talking about. He's actually still there in the graphic design. He's one of the best graphic designers I've ever worked with. And cracking a putting sprouts on a poster, you know, that sort of thing.
Top tier, top level stuff. That.
You want a turkey? He's your man.
Did he do the prawn rings as well?
He did, yeah. Good. So I was looking at all the campaigns we were putting together.
Yeah.
And the one thing that came out was, are we losing sight of who we are talking to here? And this is not a fault with the designers as such, because, you know, the designers then have to show that to the marketing managers and blah, blah, blah. And it's all down to the brief. But essentially, even now, if you look at a lot of campaigns, they consist of a big image, sexy image, whatever it is, and a quirky strapline of some sort. And the strapline's always dead clever. That's the one that people think about a lot.
The hook.
And then usually, in the bottom right-hand corner is your product or the name of your business, and it's the smallest thing on the poster, and you can't find it. So people drive past billboards or look at posters or whatever else, and they'll look at a poster and they'll go, oh, that's clever, but they won't have a clue what it's for. And so basically, what I used to do is I used to bring all my designs home, and I used to show me Nan
I love
This is actually, so the Nan Test is real.
It's
I
real.
used-
We've done it in the meetings, haven't
yeah,
we?
yeah.
So I used to show me Nan, and I used to say to me Nan, what am I trying to tell you here, Nan? And if she went, I haven't got a clue, lad, then it was back to the drawing board. But if she knew straight away, I go,
It was a
job done.
Yeah.
Because that's what we were trying to do. We
Yeah.
were trying to sell a product.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
That's
it's simple,
target
but
audience.
honestly, I just think sometimes people lose sight of what marketing's about.
Yeah.
And it's about selling. It's about selling
You
your
can
product.
overcomplicate it.
Without a doubt,
Yeah,
without
definitely.
a doubt.
all the time.
Or simplify it so much that like it becomes advertisers advertising to other advertisers, or
And you have to
marketers
explain it.
marketers marketing to other marketers.
Yeah.
Like I would look at a billboard with the clever strapline and the fancy little thing on it and go, that is such a good piece of marketing. What a great piece of
Yeah.
marketing that is.
Yeah.
Who's that for? Because if I'm not the person that's supposed to be buying that product, it's just another marketer going, well done. That's a really great piece of
You're right
work,
there.
but it's
Look,
not actually selling
Look
anything.
boss on LinkedIn.
Yeah, exactly. All
I'm
it, like the
checking
shares.
alignment.
Millions, millions of likes.
Yeah, it's got loads of likes from loads of marketers because someone shared it, and it's absolutely, it's fantastic. It looks brilliant. It's so clever. It made me laugh. It's so silly, but is it actually doing what you need it to do? Does the
Exactly.
people is the person that needs that product understanding what that is, or is it just
And it's funny
for marketers?
because the ones who get it right, in my opinion now, are some of the top, and it's no surprise, some of the biggest brands out there. So I'll just pick two, and you can judge me on both of these two if you want to.
Go on.
But the two biggest brands that popped into my head then were McDonald's and Paddy Power.
Yeah.
So for both of those brands, no matter what they add, whether it's online, whether it's on the telly, whether it's a billboard,
Yeah.
it will have a giant M.
Yeah.
Right in the middle of it, it'll have da. Oh, that sounded good. And you instantly recognise it.
Yeah.
Straight away. They don't mess around. At the end
No,
of every one,
everyone knows.
the end of every ad, it's got a blank screen with a massive M in
Yeah.
Yeah.
in the McDonald's.
Brand
And that's
recognition.
And Paddy
Sonic
Power,
ID, yeah.
all the way through their ads, it's here at Paddy Power, Paddy Power, Paddy Power, Paddy
Sonic.
Power. They throw the brand at you straight away. And the cleverness comes with it. Don't get me wrong, Paddy Power are probably one of the cleverest advertisers out there. They are genius.
But they're fantastic across everything. Not that McDonald's aren't. I think McDonald's have got a very clear vision of what their brand actually is and how they want it to look. Whereas Paddy Power kind of started as they started very much as a disruptor.
Yeah.
And with that, I don't care.
I-
About the gambling, but the tone of the way that they interacted with the people that they were talking to on their social media channels, and with the kind of tone of their advertisements. And
Clear
stuff
example
like
of
that.
knowing your audience.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think
And they've
if
grown
there
that
was
as
one
well.
brand I'd love to work for, it'd be Paddy,
Paddy Power.
Just because I could be cheeky.
Yeah.
and have
Yeah,
fun
that's a
with it.
great
That's what it
question.
is,
Actually,
yeah.
who would yours be?
Oh, wow.
Brands.
Should we come back to
work
it?
Yeah,
for?
come back to me.
We do need an answer.
We could probably
in the
come back
course
to
of
you
this
at some
podcast.
point.
Yeah,
if you
put
come,
me on the spot all the
She's
time.
she'd just be sat over there now. She won't say another word on this.
Thinking about it on this now.
do what she'll do.
Stop talking.
It's about 5 minutes. She'll go Coca-Cola.
Would you like us to just stop talking for 5 minutes
Yeah.
while you have a think?
We can have a think.
It's at this point we'd like some hold music to play.
If you could just insert some,
Yeah.
producer Al, if you could just
Just
hold.
go to that screen with the girl and the doll on
girl and
BBC
the dog.
Two.
We'll get it. We'll get it in post. Yeah, but I mean, I think as well. So mine at the minute is I don't know. Threads is taking off with brands who are doing exactly what brands were doing back in 2016 on Twitter. But Threads has obviously become a bit more. It's a bit safer. But the brands are getting that kind of tone back where they're very much becoming about building community and having that brand awareness. And I think for me, my favourite one, and I think I don't know if I've mentioned it on the podcast, but I've definitely mentioned it to you, the Royal Society for the Protection of Birds.
Oh my
Have I
God,
told
yeah, you
about
have.
this?
No.
This is all she goes on about.
Ian,
Oh, God.
please.
I hate birds.
No, right.
I hate birds
Right.
almost as much as I hate cats.
Okay, right.
But I reckon that could just be another podcast. Why do you hate cats?
Do you hate cats?
Yeah.
Right, let me explain something to you though. Obviously, the Royal Society for the Protection of Birds is a royal society.
For the protection of birds.
They have set up the most ridiculous content because the goal is obviously for people to donate
birds.
and protect
birds.
birds. But they've got like these like explosion videos.
Even
and,
Al's
like,
chuckling in the background there.
Very
honestly,
passionate about
I'm,
this
and
subject.
I'm gonna off
Have you
camera. I am
always been a
going to
big
show you.
fan
No,
of birds?
I don't like
been
birds. I
captured
by
don't
the
really like
Wait,
this.
let's put her on the spot. What's your favourite bird?
Probably a pigeon.
Your favourite?
Yeah.
Oh no! Is that because you've been watching their
Yeah,
campaign?
Pigeon
And now
Watch.
you're protecting the
Yeah,
pigeons.
I am protecting the pigeons. Right.
I hope you
Pigeons.
zoomed in on my face for this.
Look at the camera. right. Pigeons would we trained them to
Have
communicate.
you seen him in the Golden
Oh my
Square?
I know this goes against everything you believe in as the centre director.
Am
for
I
Golden
allowed
Square.
to call them flying rats?
Well, yes, you are, because that's your opinion and that's absolutely
Thanks.
fine.
Wow, I'm going to need another Guinness.
But there's one on the table for
Thank you.
Right, no, I'm going to stick up for them because we bred them to want to be near humans because we needed them to
I
do...
didn't.
No, yeah,
We didn't. We weren't involved
Society.
We don't talk to them. We don't feed them
Humanity.
anymore.
in this. No one breeds pigeons. Apart from Duncan Ferguson
Train
Granddad
him.
did.
and your
Training.
granddad.
Granddad did. Yeah. Racing
Pigeon.
pigeons.
But he didn't train. He trained them to like just fly away and
Yeah.
come back again.
Like the war.
Racing pigeons, yeah. For communications, we'd have
Didn't-
lost
He
the
did
war.
not train them to hang around my shopping centre.
No, I might
unless
have asked him to do that.
Unless he did. And now we've got big problems. So how did you
This
lose?
is how I wanted to reveal to you.
Hey, so Stace, how did you lose the account at Golden Square?
Oh my God,
Well, it had
Death
something to do with pigeons.
when you start appearing on the socials, we know why.
Wow.
Okay. I'm a pigeon whisperer.
Just a dove from above, wasn't it? Yeah.
Well, instead of you can get me to come in and coax them down.
Wow.
From the umbrellas that we just
Do you think
put
it'd
up.
work?
Maybe.
Can you coo? Wow, that was good. That wasn't it? That was good.
Did you get that? Oh. Click that, thanks.
That was really good. Is that like one of the courses that
generational
the
thing.
Royal Society for the Protection of Birds?
That's what they
do?
taught me, yeah. No, but the brand, so the brand is nothing like what you would actually expect it to be, and I will show you an example of it later, but they've got the most random videos of different birds, but it's all like explosions, and it's just wild. It's just not what you would expect at all from that particular thing, and I think for a charity, it makes it interesting because at the end of the day, they want people to donate, but they also need awareness for the charity. I think as a marketing campaign, this idea of just making things really stupid and like engaging and like literally assaulting your eyeball.
Aldi online.
Great. A perfect
Yes.
example, yeah.
Aldi online are good. They just have a laugh.
Yeah.
I bet you'd love to be the person on charge of their social
100%.
media.
wow.
Yes.
Basically, just
take
trolls
the
the internet
yeah.
to have fights.
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't care. Let's go for it. Let's see what they say.
I've not checked with legal, but we're going to try it anyway. That's
Do you know
my
what one of
favourite.
the first sort of big disruptors I remember was pot noodle, the slag of all snacks.
Oh,
my
wow.
Do you remember that? That really stood out as a campaign for me. That was genius because that, for the first time in a brand like that, I seen someone ballsy enough to go, no, that's what we are.
Yeah.
People.
Yeah.
People eat us on the sly.
Yeah.
And if they do eat us, they don't want their friends to know.
Yeah, we're not
pot noodle
telling anyone
butter.
about this.
Yeah, it's like, what? Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you have for lunch? Sandwich.
It's not gonna funny, no.
I've not got a pot noodle.
Weird. It's still the same now.
I'm very proud of my pot noodles, to be
Pot
honest.
noodle.
I love a pot
Me
noodle.
and my youngest daughter, we are quite snidey pot noodle eaters. You know, if a mum's out, we'll just look at each other and go, pot noodle.
We both did that at the same time as well. We both went, oh, secrets we're definitely telling on you.
I think I just told on myself.
But yeah, what was the
Sorry, Emily.
what was the one? Oh, you'll know this. The one with, oh my God, I can't even think of a name now. And it wasn't Guinness. It was was it Boddington's or
Oh yeah,
the beer?
the girl with the dark hair.
Yeah.
She used to do the lunchtime show. Melanie Sykes.
Thank you. Yes,
Yeah,
Melanie
yeah,
Sykes.
yeah,
What
yeah.
was that?
I think it was Boddington's.
Was
yeah.
it Boddington's?
Where she had the tash after
Yeah.
drinking it and stuff. Brilliant. That.
Yeah, because she was northern as well, and I think that was one of those things
But
where you kind of.
there wasn't very many Northerners on the telly at that point.
No, very, very
yeah.
true. But I think it was one of them where, because I think a lot of northern women, I'm sure they won't mind me saying this, I like a pint.
Yeah.
I'm sure my mum loved a pint when she was, back in the day.
Probably more sophisticated now, don't you?
I know. Look at me with me red wine. It is
tries.
sponsored by Jam Shed. If you could just get a close up on that, please, producer.
Am I allowed to say I did wet January this year?
Did you?
Why
You tried dead hard.
You know what? Everyone was doing dry January and it was dead busy down that route.
Yeah. So, I'm disruptor.
Yeah, disruptor. I'm going to do wet January.
Do something against
Oh my
Gloria.
God, it was good.
Did you enjoy yourself? God, I'm dead proud of you. Did you complete it?
I don't. It's another story. I fell 2 days before the end of January.
Oh, wow.
No. I feel like I let everyone down.
Just have the shakes.
Yeah.
But right, every brand that we've discussed there
Yeah.
are big, bold brands.
Yes.
Aren't afraid to be
stand out.
who they are.
That's true, yeah.
And I think that's important. But the one thing they don't miss is being bloody obvious about who they are and what they do.
I mean, that's such a good point, isn't it? Where, like, the recognition. We've not named any brand there that any of us would go, what? Sorry, what do they do? What's that about?
Well, there was a little bit of a question over the birds. But
I'm going to come back to this because I feel like you're being really, really rude about it. But yeah, so I think, let's go back to the Golden Square because, I mean, I don't know, for people at home, the Golden Square Shopping Centre is the Warrington's kind of central shopping centre. It's one of my favourite places in the world. But it's also an events space now, and we host events throughout the year. That can range from all sorts of different things, from cultural events like the Lunar New Year. We've got music events on there. We've done Pride. It's a real hub of culture in the centre of town, which is also in the centre of the shopping centre. I think that's been partly responsible as well now for bringing that brand again to more people. Because, like, shopping centre is the first thing you kind of go, right, it's the shopping centre. We never forget that. But having that hub in the centre of the shopping centre, I think is, like, it's just brilliant. Like,
so, one of the things we've been discussing here is being honest.
Yeah.
About who you are, where you sit amongst your peers as a brand or as a destination or as a business. And so if you can recognise that yourself, you're one step ahead there to being able to play to your own strengths. If you sort of live under the illusion that you're going toe to toe. So in my field, we're smack bang in the heart of the Northwest. We've got Liverpool on one side, Manchester on the other, Cheshire Oaks down the road.
Competing all the time.
And we're surrounded by St Helens,
Yeah.
Widnes, Runcorn, Wigan.
Yep.
It's officially, I think this is right, officially the most congested marketplace in the whole of the UK. So knowing where you fit into that is vital. And obviously I'm speaking now with me sort of retail shopping centre head on, but this applies to any business, I think. Knowing where you fit in your field is important. So I decided quite quickly that you can, if you want, go toe to toe with Liverpool and Manchester, but you're always going to lose because they are bigger, they are better, they've got a bigger catchment, they've got a bigger array of brands and shops and whatever else. So you need cut through.
Yeah.
You need to be different and you need to have a slightly different tact, take the wet January route because and so we have, and so we looked at our strengths. Now you just mentioned events. I've been meeting with all my team this week, and one of the things I said to them proudly is, show me another shopping centre. And I was about to say in the Northwest, and then I said in the UK.
Yeah.
Then I went nuts and said the world.
Well, the world.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound like an exaggeration.
But I made them stick to shopping centres.
Yep.
That does events like we do and what we do.
Yeah.
So I was looking at the events calendar and there's 5, 6, 7
It's packed.
gigs.
Yeah.
It's gigs.
Yeah.
We're doing
Packed.
gigs.
It's really good.
Do you know, Symphonic Ibiza, 24-piece orchestra and the DJ.
Stacey's absolute favourite event of the year.
But it's a
Symphonic
gig.
Ibiza.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's a
Really
proper
good.
gig.
Everyone enjoys
Star,
it.
So cool.
Star Sailor. They're
Actual Star Sailor.
they're playing venues.
Yeah.
We are a venue.
It's
We are
venue?
We're a
Yeah.
music venue.
Yeah, we are.
We are.
And so, obviously, taking the step at the back end of last year to give that space, the old Market Square, its own identity, was the next step along that because, and again, I think this is where it's important from a branding point of view. If we want to continue to attract big name acts, like you're all lumpy, play in a shopping centre, you're either on your way up or you're on your way down.
It's where you start, like take that.
That is true, but it's true. So I remember, I need to remember his name. It was a fella, right, that appeared and he won X Factor, right? He was an older guy. He was
Wow.
I hope he's not listening because it was rubbish, right? But we booked him. We booked him to play Golden Square. We need to remember who it was.
It is.
And
Please hold.
and basically, right, it was on a Sunday.
Yeah.
It was belting down. He was late. Half the audience had buggered off when he arrived. And he went, "Is it busy up there?" And I went, "No, not really." And he was just looking at me and he went, "This is shit, isn't it?" And I went, "Yeah, a little bit." And he knew, like, his arc of trajectory was straight up, one, boom,
Down.
straight back down.
Yeah.
He was already playing his way out months after the event.
That's crazy,
Warrington.
though, isn't it?
But for us, obviously, trying to create that brand identity, so the old Market Square now has got its own identity. I think that's important.
Yeah.
And again,
People wait.
another way of recognising that actually, if you want to move on, you've got to be realistic about what you do, what you have.
Yeah.
People are waiting for our events now for the tickets.
Yeah.
Hope
That's
so.
true.
And they've got the plan.
Actually, I hope they're not still waiting. You can buy them.
No, you can buy the
Buy
tickets.
them
They are
now.
on sale now. Please go to the Golden
But
Square
they're waiting,
website.
for the events. We get asked.
Yeah, we'll put that on the bottom.
We get
please.
asked, are you doing that event again? Are we doing it? What's the next events?
That is very true. It's like an expectation, which I love that people there's the expectation that we're there to do something extra for. It's like it's the old Market Square. I've got something else to give. There's that
So I get
kind of-
asked, right, particularly by my owners, why?
Yeah.
Why are you doing that? Because
I can imagine.
it's often in the evening.
Yeah.
It's ticketed. People can't go shopping at that point.
Yeah, it's usually closed.
And this is where it comes back to that very first thing we said about marketing budgets being cut or not understood by owners. I have to try and explain how that achieves cut through for me as a shopping centre. That puts me in people's minds as a destination.
Experience.
Because if I just say, "Come and look at my shops," they'll say, "No," because Liverpool have got your shops and some more.
Yeah. Or I've got
Trafford
that down
Centre
the
have
road.
got exactly.
Yeah.
So I can't just say, "Look at my shops, aren't they ace?" They are, but we need cut through from a marketing point of view, and you have to. That's the thing. You have to find your angle. You have to find what your cut through is, and I need to play to my strengths. And no other shopping centre has got a arena, a venue in the middle of it.
Exactly.
Like
It's
I
got
have.
cover. It's got covered. It doesn't matter
So
rain
that-
or shine.
Yeah.
It does not
Shamelessly, that is my strength.
But it's and it's a USP.
Yeah.
It's a USP that you've got. Like,
Last year
why
was
would you
amazing
not?
when we filled that square though with the light switch on.
Oh, that
Jesus
was
that was like nuts.
moving on.
But we had to,
We did it.
But we had to close it down.
Yeah, we did. It
close it
was
down.
it was incredible though. Like the
We
comeback.
couldn't even move. We
No.
were like, we can't get a position to
Yeah,
get
yeah.
any good
film,
photos,
yeah.
to
Nowhere,
film
like,
or anything.
It was
literally
jam-packed. You just said something then, and I don't know if the mic picked it up. Experience is emotional.
Yes.
I love that because obviously what that does is it connects, doesn't it, with an experience. So then you've got like an emotional connection to the
emotive.
Golden Square. So then when you're making decisions, you are going to make the decision to go to the
Well, I
Golden
said
Square.
this to you. How
next.
can you get emotion across through social media? And you were like, can't get smelling them. Like
Yeah,
that's
well,
like
that's
you
what we
need
were
to
trying
touch
to do,
on the
senses,
smell and
weren't we?
senses
Yeah,
and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
But if you can if you link in with someone's emotion, they'll spend money
Yeah.
or they'll
So,
come
right.
shopping.
So, when we were talking before, like, you know, without spoiling the illusion, obviously before we came on here, you said, like the other day, here's a couple of things that we're going to be talking about. And I read it and I went, bloody hell, Steph. It's a bit serious, isn't it?
How are you feeling now?
We try and follow our notes.
I know, which is fair. There's got to be a bit of a structure, but I looked in it on Friday afternoon. So serious. But one of the questions I remember that was on there was about a candid photography and candid
Yes, authenticity versus,
versus staged.
Yeah.
And, you know, advertisements and whatever else that are like clearly, you know, two models posing for a cup of coffee.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
Versus candid. So, going back to your question or statement then, which was, how do you convey smells or whatever you do with candid stuff?
Yeah,
because if you're filming an event and it's a food event, for instance, or you're in one of our, and people don't know you're watching, and you can see them biting into something for the first time or whatever, or you can experience that with them, and you can almost, the amount of times surely you've been watching, I know, Sunday brunch or a cooking program or whatever, and you're looking at it and you're going, oh my god, I can almost taste that.
Yeah.
That's
Do you know what I
it.
mean? So
it's
you
the
can
30 seconds, and that's the moments that we need to capture all the time.
Yeah.
And that goes
Spritz
all the
It's
time.
easy
This
in
is
the
me
perfume
sticking
shops.
to brief.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah.
Candid
Yeah.
can convey so much more
100%.
about a venue or a brand
Yeah.
or whatever else than anything that's staged.
The faces, the
because
families.
you just want to join in. Obviously, you know I'm a big footy fan and a big horse racing fan, and even the sort of the big clubs and the big race courses, they're onto that now. They film from loads of different angles, the emotion of the crowd, and they're the things that get shared. So on my groups, on my WhatsApp groups or whatever, people aren't sending me videos now of goals. They're sending me videos of the fans singing or a crowd reaction to a goal or
it's
whatever
what you
else.
remember.
That's the goosebump moment. Do you know what I mean? It's, in fact, half the time you don't remember the goal going in, you just remember
the feeling.
the reaction.
Yeah,
the
100%.
How many times do we
top my wine up?
What, you're doing that? I'm just
I was
Go
going to
on,
say,
you
you
two.
get your
You
Guinness
go
now.
pour your drinks.
Stacey's our designated driver because she's very sensible.
I'll be opening the gin later.
I know, yeah. Chin chin. Hang on. Yeah, we've not actually cheersed, you know, so pour that, please.
Okay, I'll just
There
do
you go.
the classic pour for the camera. For anyone watching at home who does like a Guinness in the house, follow this method, you get a...
That's right, yeah. He's covering the Captain Chinos up there.
Sorry.
That's not intentional.
At that point, you get a good pour,
That is a
Well
good pour,
done.
in fairness.
and then
That's higher, yeah.
Wowzers.
you can let it settle. There you go.
Well done.
Chin chin.
Cheers.
Eyes.
My
Right.
My mate Nick's a bugger for eyes when you do cheers.
Is it? What, not looking at you?
Oh no, he's got like stares you down like a psycho. Right, okay. What's next?
Well, we were talking. You were talking. That was really loud. Sorry, Al. We were
Al's just fell
talking.
off his
Kind of.
chair.
No, yeah. I'm loud enough as it is. I don't need a microphone really. But like I think authenticity and kind of design was one we were talking about. Though, wasn't it? Like
When I
graphics
killed
and
design.
versus authentic. Well, yeah. So yeah, but that's a surprise for later. So we'll go into that in
Sorry,
a bit.
I missed that as well. Then. Another surprise. Christmas.
Go on.
You've
then,
lost
talk
track
about
of where
this.
you were
I've
saying.
completely lost track of
Design,
where we're up to.
authenticity.
Yeah,
blah,
so
blah.
I
getting
suppose
the
the
balance right.
conversation is, it's about balance, isn't it? But I mean, well, actually, this is a conversation me and you have all the time, like, kind of about like memes, trends, and that kind of authentic tone of voice. Why do... This isn't... This is me just doing a bit of research for us in
now,
general.
live?
Yeah, live. No, I'm only joking. Well, tell me a little bit about kind of like your thought process with that kind of being on trend memes. How is it relevant for what we do? I know why it's relevant. I'm just asking like as a kind of conversation topic. But like, I think it's a really interesting thing because at the end of the day, we're a shopping centre. So what does it matter what we think about things?
So-
But I know you're very passionate about it and I want to kind of understand like
think-
where that comes from and what that's about.
So for me now, right, it's about how people get their news, how they digest information from what's going on in the world. And sadly, if you ask me, I don't know what the percentages are, you girls would know it, but I know, looking around me, that most people find out what's going on in the world through social media. And
Access, isn't it? Yeah.
yeah, but not necessarily the right information.
Yeah.
And so, again, rightly or wrongly, you've got to tap into what they're talking about,
Yeah.
when they're talking about it, and it sounds so cliche, what's trending.
Yeah.
Because that's where we're taking our news to them. Mm-hmm. And they are not, people are lazy. People are so lazy nowadays.
Oh, yeah. I think that's everyone though, isn't it? Like everyone's
they're lazy, right? And
attention
they
spans like 3
want
seconds.
everything now.
All week, all we've done is post about retailers because we need people to come and buy.
Yeah.
And that's what it is. However, we've been talking all week about getting people to do the curling in the shopping centre.
'Cause it's the Winter
And every time we
Olympics.
see a cleaning, we go, we're going to get them to do the curling. Because everyone online now at the minute are talking about the Winter Olympics.
You haven't told me this. This is boss.
Do you
This
like
is
it?
what we've been trying to do
We've been
all
trying to
week.
get cleaners involved.
Get the
though,
cleaners.
Yeah,
to
yeah.
run in front of them and stuff like that.
Because we know that's all people are talking about right now.
With the red coats and then like the bucket
Yeah.
and the mops.
And then let's be honest, because of the slope from TJ's to Bruce, we could probably do a ski jump.
Oh my god! Even if it's just me on some rollerblades.
Oh my god, we could just pull the way we could film that. We could just pull you down. Yeah. You know, you full Eddie the Eagle
Yeah,
style.
exactly. That's it. Get the goggles on.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Again,
Yeah.
if anyone doesn't know who Eddie the Eagle is, just look at
Oh.
it.
Oh
That
no,
film.
it's a great
That's a
film.
good
Hugh
film.
Is it a good
Jackman.
film, that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Taron Egerton.
Yeah,
and
brilliant.
Hugh
He's
Jackman.
brilliant, isn't
He
it?
plays it well, doesn't
Yeah.
he?
Really well.
So yeah, so you've got to go to your audience,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and like you're all lumpy,
Yeah.
you've got to go with what they're listening to, what they're watching, what they're seeing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 What's
yeah.
happening right now?
And so
Yeah.
from that side of things, you know, that's why. That's why we go with what's on trend and use it to our advantage. And like, so your example of the Winter Olympics there is ideal. It's got nothing to do with shopping or
No.
shopping centres. But how many viral videos do you see from funny local brands
Yeah.
Yeah.
that are so cool,
Yeah.
so funny? They have nothing to do with anything. You know, it might be our team dancing, it might be doing something else, it might be a flash mob, whatever.
Yeah.
Flash mob's a bit of an old example, but you get me point.
Yeah.
But people watch them, people find it funny, people enjoy
Yeah.
it, people like it.
It's we need the engagement.
And
Social
that's why
media
we
wants
would go with-
Of course it is.
And that's
we
why
need
we
that.
go with what is
Yeah, yeah.
current.
Yes.
That's why we struggle sometimes when we just use the graphics. So you start with a graphic, but then you then have to go on trend. You have to do a meme.
Yeah, yeah.
You have to go and get a photo. If I like constantly have to ask the parents, can I take a photo of your child, please? Because we need those on the photos.
Well, I think that's another thing, isn't it? Going back to that relatability of you want to see faces in content because
Yeah.
you want to make it's that kind of emotional connection, like you say. If it's a kid on one of the rides just on the mall, as an example, is such a nice experience because you go, oh, of course I can take my kids to Golden
Exactly,
Square.
yeah.
There's stuff for them to do whilst
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Of course I can take them while I'm there. So it's that connection of, oh right, yes, of course this is relatable. This
It's
is
the people that
completely
work in the
understood.
shops. So you go and
You can't have an emotional connection with a poster.
No, it's exactly.
You know,
it's great for
that
what it's...
sums it up, doesn't it? You can't.
You can't.
It's impossible. You can't have
can't
an
have-
emotional.
you can't have an
have an emotional
emotional
connection with a poster.
Click
It goes back to the Avon where you used to like smell the page.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god! Or rub it on your neck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to-
What have you got on?
Yeah.
Oh my god! Like all the lads' magazines that has to like the fold over thing.
Yeah.
Forgot about
So
it.
it's now interactive. Now we've got QR codes.
Oh
on
god,
everything.
yeah, QR code.
Cheapest way to get aftershave by Maxim.
Was that what it was? Yeah.
No,
The
no,
aftershave.
GQ.
Yeah.
GQ,
Yeah,
of
GQ,
course.
definitely. Yeah.
We have asked every one of our guests this, so here we go.
Oh,
To
I feel
wrap
like I'm
up,
getting stitched up here.
I felt
gonna
I got
play-
stitched up. I didn't even get warned.
a little game called Marry Kill. I'm just gonna let him drink his
I
Guinness.
don't even know what
Okay.
she's going to ask.
But I'm going to be really nice about it. I'm going to ask you to
So
play.
you, Stace,
No.
and Al. You, Stace, and producer Al. Right, I've got my answers straight away.
No, I'm gonna give you the same answers as gonna give you the same options as Stacey, which were social media. Actually, no, I'm not. Changed that mind.
No,
But
you
you're gonna
can't
have
give them
social
those.
media, events, or retailers.
Ooh.
I am going to kill social media.
Oh, gosh.
If you didn't see that coming. And then I'm going to marry me retailers.
Oh, bless. Love
and
his
then
retailers.
And then we're going to events because they're well cool.
They are cool. In
Yeah,
fairness.
yeah.
And then
there
we'll
you go.
bring back everything else.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you're not
Followed.
going to be able to tell anyone because social media is dead. Thank you very much for coming to the podcast. We've had a great time, but we still don't know who the a Fireheart Digital anyway. We'll see you next week.
Fireheart Digital anyway.